Oh, look at that. My goodness. So fantastic, amazing, scary, and I have to readjust my microphone. Sometimes I have to push it a little forward and back when I make the thumbnail, but I always usually have a pretty good time making them. Hello. Excuse me. Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic, lovely, stupendous dinosaur action. My goodness, run afoul to hopefully foul some opponents' plans, namely that pesky Slickshot Showoff. Rough stuff, that thing. Okay, it was a little bit painful, and maybe some of you guys have started to face Gruul aggro a little bit more in Pioneer or Explorer. Of course, my dinosaurs, Stampede dinosaurs, as it usually is for me on Explorer Arena. It's rough because I don't have a whole lot of reach. I don't have much of anything to deal with flying creatures, but the most common deck, pretty much the most common deck with a bunch of flyers, is the dastardly Izzet Phoenix. Some Vein Ripper, although Rakdos Vampires really isn't that common on Arena. Again, I think it's probably more popular on Magic the Gathering Online for any reason, but the Vein Ripper, very painful, hard to target if you don't have a creature. Now we simply make them sacrifice the Vein Ripper on their turn because run afoul is instant speed. That's good. But we also want instant speed to make the opponent sacrifice their Slickshot. It doesn't matter how big it is, doesn't matter if they cast Blossoming Defense on the Slickshot. That might be what they're holding up a source of green for. They think I have removal, and they think Blossoming Defense, giving the Slickshot Hexproof, is going to stop me from targeting the Slickshot. And it gives them +2/+2, as well as the +2/+0 from the Slickshot itself. So one Blossoming Defense giving it +4/+2. Very powerful, and it could be bigger from other spells they've cast. But we let them sink all that mana into it as much as possible, and then poof, all those resources go away, the creature goes away, and I take 10 less damage, probably in the 7 or 8 range. Yeah, 1 green instant speed. Slickshot is gone. Vein Ripper's gone. Possibly an Angel if we face Celestia Angels. But I think that's going to do the trick. Divine Smite as well is going to be quite nice indeed. It could take out the Vein Ripper, maybe. But I think for the most part I'll just stick with run afoul. If we face the Slickshot deck or Vampires, 4 run afoul in, Scapeshift and Hulking Raptor out. As I mentioned the past few nights, these are kind of the fillers, the flex spots. They still support what my game plan is, making big amounts of mana, but they're like the extras that support the game plan. So they go out for the sideboard card. Solar Updraft, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. I know. It kills a lot of stuff. Yeah. Pick your poison, of course. Pick your poison is fantastic. It does cover more angles, but I'm not super worried about taking out an artifact or enchantment at this point. Some opponents, even the Rakdos Vampires opponents, have brought in Damping Sphere, probably for whenever they face off against Mono Green Devotion, but I've seen a Damping Sphere once in a while. So pick your poison. Possibly taking that out is good, but otherwise it's mostly brought in for the flying stuff. So it's got to be run afoul because I need to do my flying hate at instant speed, mainly for the Slickshot. Let it get big, boom, it's gone. And yeah, spirits, whatever, I'll take it. Seems pretty good. Otherwise everything is basically the same, still into the white. Oh, 90% of it. Very good stuff. Good. Maybe it's just the lush porticos you don't have, just because they are a fairly recent land. But again, going back to that point of late game, scape shift, you thin the deck, 3 cards, 4 cards that you don't need. Lands. you get to that break point of making so much. Boom, you thin, you put out lands that have an enter the battlefield effect, and it feels much better. Oh, aggro is rough. Very, very rough. But hopefully, High Noon will help against aggro, slow him down. If they want to play a bunch of stuff, maybe that's going to do the trick. Mono white humans, not so much. They can have a fantastic curve. Turn 1, a creature for 1, a creature for 2, and then, what's her name? It's on the tip of my tongue. The legendary white human for 3. I can't believe I forgot what the name is. Huh. Goes to show how much I face it. It's basically non-existent in Pioneer and Explorer. Adeline, yes, Adeline the Cinderwind. There we go. Okay, but aggro, again, sometimes they do multiple things in a turn, and then we stop them from doing multiple things in a turn. Yeah, I say we get right into it. Maybe I'll make another cup of coffee at some point here. Sweet Adeline. Sweet Adeline. No, that's Sweet Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Good times never felt so good. Dun, 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 dun. I think most people, probably because it is in usually a bar setting, don't exactly know all the words, and then they jumble them up, mumble them. Yeah, well, that's not much of a hand, though, to begin with. Painful. Maybe if it was a castle and a temple garden. No. Okay, that's basically perfect, I would imagine. All the lands we need. Archdruids to grab the Sunken, and there we go. A very nice temple garden to start. We don't have a turn 1 play, and we don't need to take 2 having it enter untapped, but it does seem, pretty reasonable. Well, with the temple garden, definitely, but keeping a hand with 2 castles, a forest, and a temple garden, 4 lands, sending another forest to the bottom. Archdruid's Charm would have grabbed a Sunken. It would have been the 5th land, and with that combination, I would have been able to make 7 mana. Supercharging. Oh, everything. Okay. It could be some sort of Simic Flash, maybe. We want to wait. Wait until an opportunity. Good. Gross Bile. Well, they're tapped out. I don't think they would have had a counter spell, but you might as well play it safe. Don't mess around. I really could have chosen red. I am hoping to play Vaultborn Tyrant next turn instead of the Regisaur Alpha anyways. Either one would get countered. I don't have a Cavern of Souls, so that's how it is. Ooh, Tamer. This might be a little bit problematic. Tamer of 5-color Niv Mizzet. I don't know, your guess is as good as mine, but at the very least, we have Vaultborn Tyrant. That should be alright. Get the Joe. I say we go Vaultborn just because the opponent could have some sort of counter spell. You get the idea. And we might just kill the opponent next turn if they sweep or do something like that. Okay. 5-color elementals. 5-color with the Dryad of the Elysian Grove there. Well, we're not dead yet. So they have a potential 6. Of course, that could be rough. Alrund's Epiphany. Oh, okay. It's Tamer turns. Ramping, making a bunch of mana, and then taking a couple turns after turns after turns. Okay, that's alright. Not too bad. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Let's kill him next turn. Ooh, that's not Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, but I'm just going to go with Tyrranax Rex. That's going to be extra deadly. Ghalta. Ooh, another Vaultborn. Oh, that'd be really sweet. might be able to make something happen. They don't have lethal at the moment. We still should survive a couple turns, but with this deck, able to barf out and make a ton of mana, it could get very, very scary indeed. Okay, that's not bad. I'll take it. Yeah, just the redundant copies of Dryad of the Elysian Grove, because one, well, they can play additional lands. It's not redundant, but they only have one card in their hand, so it's really not doing a whole lot having multiples. Azusa, they can play additional lands. We just got to go with Vaultborn. We got to try and dig into Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant. It's got to be coming up. Got to be coming up. Nobody's going to take out Vaultborn. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. It might just be Tyrranax Rex. Oh, I'll take out Omnath. Perfectly fine by me. Interesting. Huh. Well, certainly Omnath is going to go. Hopefully they don't have another copy in their hand. But I suspect that might be happening. Might as well cast Sylvan Scrying. I have 2 for that turn. Grab Caverner's Souls finally. If this 5-color ramp opponent does have counter spells, at least we have a bit of protection now. But they also could be dead. It's also something. Okay, yeah, a bunch of lands. My goodness, that's a lot. That's gonna be it. All right, got him. Phew. Well, we have to hope to do it again. Do I like High Noon? A little bit. Does this opponent play multiple things in a turn? Are some of the ultimatums that I suspect are in the deck, are they cast ultimatums? Revealing cards from the top, you can put cards onto the battlefield. The Sultai one, blue, green, and black, is actually casting the spells, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to check the wording on all of them, but I do suspect some combination of the ultimatums, big, costly spells. They do powerful stuff that could be in. Run afoul? Well, don't think so. I say we just do High Noon. Escape Shift, we didn't really use that previous game. Hulking Raptor, like I said, easy, straightforward. A piece from the sideboard comes in and switches out those 4 cards. Not much to think about there. You don't want to weaken the overall game plan. Usually you don't. Maybe if a particular matchup is rough, but what I'm doing certainly feels quite powerful, so we'll try and maintain that. Seems like a pretty decent hand. We'll try with Temple Garden. We don't have a turn to play. We can see if we draw into a Sunken Citadel. I would imagine Commune is going to grab that. I'm certainly going to try for it. Sunken, you can do it. Sunken. Oh, there's the Sunken Citadel. That went as good as it possibly could have. Now we play Castle Garenbrig next turn and go with the first Archdruids to search for the Sunken. So the opponent has to be very careful because we could get basically killing them. We have that forest, so after we play the castle and put the other Sunken out, we will be able to make 7. This forest will eventually get us to 8, and hopefully we're not dead. Oh boy. Just go with it now. Again, I don't think they have counter spells, but they're tapped out. Do it. I was going to be doing this anyways. Just get it out of the way. Take your chance. All right. I could also kind of almost kill him next turn if I draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. It would be close. Okay, I like the looks of this. Oh boy. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to just... Let's see what happens with Commune. I'm curious. Oh, there's the Ghalta. There's the Vaultborn. Lovely. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell. Don't do it. Okay, good. I think we've confirmed that. Okay, Leyline Binding. That's alright. I gain 3 life, I draw a card, and still next turn, maybe we'll get him. I don't like Leyline Binding. Fantastic stuff. The Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Lands the opponent controls are every basic land type, which means that Leyline Binding is completely reduced to only a white with its domain ability stuff. But I can actually make 8. I can go with Commune to dig for a Palani's Hatcher and play it with the Ghalta. Okay. Hopefully they don't have another Leyline Binding, but at least I have 2 creatures that give everybody haste. To give each other haste, that is what it's all about.
Ruthless.
Hopefully it's not Settle the Wreckage. Could be. Okay, it's not.
You won.
Good Lord, what is happening in there? Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Diamond 1. All right. Lovely, lovely way to start off. We got very fortunate though. I was feeling kind of scared against that particular deck. I mean, you saw how many lands they got out. Tons of ramp. But perhaps maybe they have an overload of lands and creatures that get other lands, turn their lands into every basic land type. I don't know. I'm just happy there wasn't a Boseiju who endures to take out our Castle Garenbrig and stop all that mana from being made. Slow us down quite a bit, because I'm certain Boseiju is in there. Yeah. All right. Oh, and I forgot to mention, wow, some of you guys would have seen, a lot of you would have, the Azorius match from last night. Game 2 only took like 2 minutes. 2 minutes and it was over. And then Game 3 was 10 minutes. But I knew it was short, but I didn't know Game 2 was only 2 minutes. Man, that is nuts. This hand is also quite nuts. I think it's perfect. Hopefully. I think the opponent has said hello because they have the turn 3 Vein Ripper. Hopefully that's not the case. Oh, Blood Tithe Harvester. And drumroll, we've got the Sorin, Imperious Bloodlord. They're saying hello because they feel so good that they're going to do that thing. Oh, a Thoughtseize. That ripping Archdruid's Charm. It's not as painful now because I do have Castle Garenbrig, plus the 2 Sunkens, plus the Temple Garden. Eventually, when all the lands go onto the battlefield, I will be able to make 7. So we're in a very, very good position. We're going to be able to make 7, and Thoughtseize can't get rid of how we're going to do that. You can't beat it. Yeah, Temple Garden. Might as well. There's no reason we have to take 2. We didn't have the turn 3 play, so Archdruid's Charm, boom. Oh, okay. Are they basically dead? Maybe. We've got Ghalta, we have that forest. Hopefully. Will they use removal on it? Maybe. But then we would have a blocker and we could trade with Sheoldred, potentially. Hopefully it's not exile-based removal. Yeah, surprise, mouse over all the lands, as many opponents do. 4 lands, 7 mana. That's what it's all about. When you see a hand with 2 Sunkens, a Temple Garden, and an Archdruid's Charm, there's nothing to think about. You're perfect. I think it's perfect. But I think an Extinction Event is the end. Also, exiling, sadly. But we're not dead yet. Depending what dinosaur we draw. Hopefully we do draw one. They still might die. Look out. Basically any dinosaur we draw. Regisaur Alpha or another Palani's Hatcher would be good to give each other haste. Dinosaur. Oh, that's not a dinosaur. Sadly. It's okay. It's alright, we got a bunch of blockers. Might as well deal 12, have 3 blockers left, and well, we'll find out. Yikes. Don't have Sorin in the Vein Whipper. Don't do it. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, they must have another Sheodred. I'm fine with that. We could draw Big Dinosaur and play the 4. Good. Have you won? You have it. Oh, shucks. Yeah, definitely commune to, yeah, see a Regisaur Alpha. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Yeah, get him.
You have no power here.
Send the eggs as well. Ooh.
Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Okay, now the question becomes, do I want to do anything different? I don't think this is Rakdos Vampires. I mean, there's a very real possibility it could be. Do I want Leyline of Sanctity? Again, it's always nice that I win without this. I'm going through Beseech all this stuff. I don't know. Scape Shift, yeah. Let's take it out. Hulking Raptor. Out. Leyline of Sanctity. In. Divine Smite actually could be a little bit more beneficial. Exiling Sheodred or the Vein Ripper or Blood Tithe Harvester if we don't have much out and we want to save ourselves from taking 3 damage each turn. Nah, I'll go with Leyline and I won't have to worry about a Thoughtseize. I hope. Yeah. I'm going to risk it. 2 chances to see the second land by turn 2. We have Leyline, so Thoughtseize can't get rid of the stuff that is going to get me my other stuff, and there you go. We don't have to worry about certain things. Oh, did you have Duress or Thoughtseize? Now you can't do it. Yeah. We got time, I hope. We'll get there. Or we could see a commune or another land. There's really such an incredible chance to... Okay, Rakdos Waste Not. Well, waste no more time, because now, boom, all of a sudden we've got the first Sunken. Sylvan is the other one is the second. We're going to be making 7 here. That's what I'm getting at, folks. Eventually 8. Vaultborn either drawing into the other land that we need, and... Oh... Yeah, it certainly is, and was out of nowhere. I mean, I didn't expect that it was going to be Rakdos Waste Not. I've faced it a few times. I still think Mono Black Waste Not is probably better maximizing as much discard for Waste Not. You don't have Blood Tithe Harvester, it's just discard stuff. Discard, discard, discard. Elevating the potential of Waste Not, gaining even more value because, I don't know, maybe a third of the deck discards and hand hates against the opponent. But that was, hey, well worth it. Again, either I draw into the second land, which is such a high chance, but you couple that with maybe seeing a commune with dinosaurs, which would dig 5 deeper to see the second, to play it. Then we have 2 Sylvan Scryings, which represents and means 2 Sunken Citadels. Plus the castle. We're good. We're good. It didn't look too good, but with the ley line, we got him. Phew. They probably had like 2 Thoughtseizes in their hand. You know, they paused for a second there when they played their first land, and they're like, wait, I can't do anything. I never would keep that hand if it didn't have Leyline. The Thoughtseize, the Duress, they would have ripped the Sylvan Scryings. I may never have gotten to a Sunken Citadel. Maybe they had a Duress plus a Thoughtseize, and all of a sudden we're doing nothing. But we were perfectly safe to eventually get where we needed to go. Green Steg. Maybe it's going to be mono green. That would not be fun. No siree. Oh, maybe I'll turn off the dinosaur. You know what? Maybe I'll turn off the border. Just a bit for tonight, just so you can see that I'm in Diamond 1. For anybody that's curious. I kind of feel good about that. You know what? Let's keep it. Let's keep it. I think it could work. Drawing a castle or a sunken. You know what? We might need that temple garden. Let's play it safe. Ooh. Ooh, what would this be? Angels, I think. Hard to say though. Archdruid's Charm next turn would be ideal. Oh, 9 lives though, okay. Okay, well, that's going to be slightly problematic. Who plays 9 lives? Oh, 2 9 lives. Okay. Ouch. Guess we're not dead yet. It's not nothing. Don't play Solemnity. Oh, Sylvan Scrying, good stuff. We got that sunken. Oh boy. I like the looks. Okay. No Solemnity to do the lock. We're not dead yet. We might still be able to get them. You never know. We want to get all that card draw to get the Archdruids to exile Solemnity. That's the idea. Oh, more 9 lives. Okay, good. We got the first one. Definitely want to draw into more lands, more Archdruids. Set it up. That's really what I'm getting at. Don't need Hulking Raptor. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. You guys, some of you may remember when I faced off against 9 lives Solemnity. I don't remember how many months ago, but it was quite a few months ago. Vaultborn Tyrant didn't exist. I don't even think we had it spoiled, but just draw a lot of stuff. We'll get them. Archdruid's Charm. Exile. Start getting those counters. Hopefully. And we don't really need Palani's Hatcher. Had to discard somebody. Keep searching, keep searching. We just have to hold them off of the Solemnities, continue to hit them, and maybe we'll win. Certainly next game, if I see a Archdruid's Charm, I'm not using it whatsoever. It's going to be saved for exiling Solemnity. Name is on the tip of my tongue. Just keep swinging. I think we might be able to get him. Good stuff. You know what, let's try for Palani's Hatcher. I really could have dealt a little bit of extra damage, gotten the 9 lives a little bit higher. Perhaps they're waiting for some sort of sweeper. It's hard to say. But we got 3 Archdruids. I think we're safe. They must be getting desperate. Actually, you know what? I might like Regisaur Alpha. It's multiple bodies than one. That could be definitely quite devastating for the opponent. Man, I have to get rid of a lot of stuff. Okay. Even if it is a sweeper, we would still get the tokens from Vaultborn Tyrant, so they have to be getting scared. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Is that going to be it? Maybe. I like the looks of this. Yeah, we get a 9 lives to 9, don't we? Pretty sure. I'm certain we do. I think we got him. And we got a lot of creatures. That's for sure. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, 1. Man, that takes forever. Yep. Let's keep going. Oh.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
My goodness, it's putting me to sleep. I think the 1/9 lives goes to 9 and then it's destroyed. What is that doing? Can I counter that? Target permanents you control. Yeah, I'll exile my own. I still lose? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously? What the hell was that? Okay, so there's no winning unless you counter an activated ability. Really? Huh. That's BS. Big up, big up. Okay. Let's see what this dumb thing does. Target opponent gains control. Okay, well, you're not going to be targeting me, buddy, because I'm bringing in Leyline of Sanctity. So, screw you. Have you ever faced that before? Oh, okay. I faced a thing that has never been faced before. I've never faced it. I've never heard of it. Well, they won't be targeting me, but it's okay. Don't be sorry. What the hell happened right before you got here? An opponent did a thing that I didn't know what they're gonna do, but at least Leyline of Sanctity means no, that's not happening anymore. Well, you just have to rewind it a little bit, JDX. But the opponent had 9 lives when it leaves the battlefield. They lose the game, but they flipped over this wacky falcon from Murders at Karlov Manor, and it has some ability that makes me gain control of the 9 lives with the trigger on the stack, and it means I lose instead of them losing. And yeah, fool me once, they're not fooling me twice. I'm just quite happy that I read about the falcon. I didn't, completely go into a rage. That's about as much of a rage as any of you guys are gonna see. Oh, and another sunken. Yeah, good luck. I like this. Yeah, the falcon. Target opponent gains control. Whatever. They can't target me. They can't do their funny business. Ever again. And we got a backup leyline. Just in case. Sunken Citadel. Boom. The second sunken is white. And now with that sunken plus the Temple Garden, I've got my 2 sources for leyline, but of course I'm going to try and jam Tyrranax Rex. Maybe we can get a win before they get a 9 lives out. Oh boy. I like our chances at least. Can't counter, can't target. Good. What you gonna do? We have to be safe. Other than maybe they have some other way to give us the 9 lives enchantment. Once we get enough counters on it, 9 or more. Who knows? Who knows? I'd be surprised if they had some other workaround to switch permanents. Maybe they have settled the wreckage. I guess we're also going to find that out too. Leyline binding for 1 is pretty good. Yeah, let's hope not, JDX. I mean, all I have to do is hit them with that T-Rex or the other one I have and they're dead. You dead? Okay. Phew. Oftentimes, against anybody, that's all you have to do. Just keep slamming Tyrranax Rex. And I do like those combinations, yeah. Mr. Bean and Urza Scarlet. You never thought you would see those 2 back to back. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that leyline. It's going to be a big player, but again, what isn't this good against? It is hard to target for most people, and it's hasty, and it's big, and it's got toxic, so it doesn't matter if the opponent is at 100 life. After T-Rex has hit a bit, they just have to be at 10 poison counters then they automatically lose. Just get a bunch. If you have one, you might as well have multiples and definitely kill the opponent. There we go. Okay, let's do it again. Of course, this opponent is kind of slow. They just have 9 lives and Solemnity. They don't do a whole lot else, so we should have a reasonable chance to... I mean, I could keep it. 2 sources of white for the eventual leyline binding, but it could be better. It could be much better. Carnage Tyrant out of the way. Ooh, beautiful. 2 Sunken Citadels plus the Sylvan for Castle and then Archdruids. I like our chances. Okay, well, not so much with the other ley line, but we have one out already. Alright. And the Archdruids, which save Archdruid's charm. Never use it for anything. Hopefully a concede. A JDX. I'm hoping you're my good luck charm. Also AJ as well. Let's cross your fingers, cross your claws. Okay, yeah. I'm liking it. We can make 6 next turn for... Wow, we don't have anything for 6. Hopefully we draw into a land. Archdruid's charm, again, might have to be used for... Well, that's okay. We'll wait. We'll see if they play a Solemnity. We take it out with Archdruids. If they don't play a Solemnity, maybe we search for another land. You know what? I'm going to just get the lands. They could have leyline binding. Just take this opportunity. Search for stuff. The Lush Portico is what I'm doing. Get to Surveil. If the thing that's on top is... we can go with Commune, yeah. I like Commune. I know, JDX, this track is pretty darn fantastic. I think they could have a leyline binding. I want to draw that out. I want Vaultborn Tyrant to stick around and... Oh, okay, good. I like this. Kind of makes me wish I had played Vaultborn to get the card drawing going, digging deeper to the next Archdruid's charm to exile Solemnity. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, it's a face down card. We've seen it before. Gotta be a forest at this point. Still have enough for Vaultborn. Huh. We do have... Do we have it? I don't know. I think there is one. Okay. Oh. Really? Huh. That's, silly. And, well, I hope I never face that deck again, because if I did, I'd figure out something to deal with it. Okay, the opponent got me with some random thing that I'm sure none of you have ever faced before. I don't know. Yeah, the pick your poison, absolutely, James. That, well, it certainly would have been a lot more helpful in that particular matchup. I think I talked about the pick your poison, sometimes taking out Damping Sphere and enchantments. I jinxed myself, and then we faced we faced that deck. Yikes. Keith, I definitely beat the previous opponent in 2 games. It wasn't even a chance for the opponent because my deck is so powerful and it never ever loses. Yeah, I didn't even break a sweat, and I never even grumbled at all. Yeah. Maybe I'm on my villain arc. My villain arc is pretty short because, yeah, it doesn't last too long. I like the looks of this hand though, with the mana from Hulking Raptor, Castle Garenbrig, possibly able to go with Vaultborn Tyrant there. That's the idea. Another Vaultborn Tyrant, I kind of like the looks of that. Definitely the 1-mana answer to Vein Ripper. But again, I was just so enticed about the run afoul instant speed. Take out the Slickshot. When it gets big, maybe that's not much of a problem. Maybe I just stick with pick your poison. Yeah. Maybe we're about to be dead to Amalia Explorer. I beat him last night. They did goof up a little bit, so hopefully we also get fortunate as we did. Yeah. Castle Garenbrig next turn, Archdruids to search for a Sunken. We could be in a very good position. Maybe. The life drain from Dina Soul Steeper though is not a pretty sight. Wait and see what happens. Archdruid's Charm isn't going to be doing a whole lot. We're definitely going to be digging in. Okay, well, fine, I'll use it. Don't want them to steal it, and I don't get my Sunken. At the very least, I get to play Vaultborn Tyrant next turn, so we got a big blocker, gain some life. They're going to be gaining a bunch of life and draining me with Dina. Perhaps Vaultborn Tyrant can allow us to kind of stabilize, although I would have to have that Temple Garden enter the battlefield, shock myself just to get to 7. Yeah. You're playing Pokemon Blue. That was the first one that I started playing JDX. Oh, I never really got into ROMs and hacks and all that stuff. It was really just the original Game Boy, the gray brick. It's fun. Maybe we're not dead, huh? We got 7 and a blocker. At the moment, they don't have lethal. But again, they could gain a bunch of life. Enough life that we would die. Ooh. Oh boy. It's crazy with missing number. Missing number is definitely one of my favorites. Okay, well, I guess they didn't need to do all that stuff, and now we're down to 4. They got lethal. What? Don't they? Huh. Court of Calling or something. I don't know. Sometimes you just die to Dina Soul Steeper. Okay. Divine Smite it is. Exile Dina, because if we had exiled Dina, there's a very good chance we would have got him. I guess maybe I'm perhaps running afoul myself of run afoul, because for more cases, more reasons, pick your poison is better. The artifact and enchantment answering potential, even though it's not instant speed. Now, I don't know if I would ever want to play some sort of ROM hack. I'd want to probably keep it very vanilla. I play vanilla Minecraft. I don't like any sort of mods, all of that, so I'd probably just stick in the cartridge just as it is. I wouldn't look into any of the fine details and whatnot. Seems good to me though. We got Divine Smite. that's going to be right. Now we just have to hope that it isn't gotten rid of by a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Okay, and the Sylvan Scrying, beautiful. Getting to the Castle Garenbrig, and now all of a sudden it's feeling pretty good. Decent. Now it's Thoughtseize. Oh, Amalia. Oh, gee, I wonder what I'm going to be playing. Wait and see what they do. If they do something. They could play a land, play something that gains some life, and then play the Wild Growth Walker. About to find out. Okay, yeah, still didn't gain life. Fine by me. I do have hate. Watch out. But I also could have protection for 1 white. We'll see. Okay, good, they don't. Oh, I love it. We can make 6. This turn. Temple Garden, boom. We'll go with Vaultborn next turn. Alright. Hopefully they don't have another one. Oh, they have another one. Oh, well, they're not gaining life. Well, think about that. Okay, yeah, some good stuff. Oh, they did gain life. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we're not dead quite yet. When they do their thing, destroying everybody, which would destroy the Wild Growth Walker. We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. I do like that, though. I don't know. I kind of like games where you don't have a whole lot of information, and then it would kind of destroy the... I don't know what the word is. The luster, the mystery, I guess you could say. Well, definitely. I guess if you played a game quite a bit, you would be, kind of interested to dive deep into things. Oh yeah, the Wild Growth Walker getting big. We still might be able to get them. I'm pretty... Yeah, they can't simply stop it, so... Eventually she's going to get to 20. Wild Growth Walker will be gone. Huh? We just gotta wait. Although they can kill us next turn with the Aetherflux Reservoir, so that's not good. We could have Leyline of Sanctity. We're really going to bring that in, so we stop the Aetherflux Reservoir. On the top, we know they're going to draw it. They pay 50 life, and they deal 50 damage to me. Straight away, we will die, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're going to do it, but again, maybe for whatever reason they simply don't. Nah. No. A little boring, but maybe they would not have found the Aetherflux Reservoir. Keep in mind, if they hadn't found, well, they would have floundered if they didn't find the reservoir. That's what I'm getting at. Then everything would have been destroyed. I would have played Vaultborn, and I don't know. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Some people enjoy that, and it is pretty devastatingly powerful. But they found another Amalia, as it usually goes, and You hate Slickshot more than Amalia. Okay, so perhaps for the reasons I'm trying Run Afoul tonight again. I've done it a couple times. The instant speed, Slickshot, you're sacrificed. Boom. Doesn't matter about their protection. If they see any hint of interaction, if we have a little bit of mana up, chances are, sadly, they're saving that blossoming defense. They just save a green all the time, forever, and it gets pretty painful. I don't know. I don't hate decks. I try to find the best thing I can do, possibly. James, what did you do? You jinxed me. You jinxed me big time. Oh, we'll try for the best possible thing. Sunken Citadel doesn't mean we can go with an Archdruid's next turn, but we want multiple Sunkens, and I'll just go a little bit slower, I hope. And oh boy, 10. Ooh, okay. I guess we're dead. That's okay. I'm only joking, James. Anybody else that thinks I'm actually serious, my sarcasm sometimes is hard to catch on to, because I can keep such a straight face and I can be kind of believable. But I'm having a good time. Doesn't matter how it is, how it goes. You can't beat everything, even if you have potentially something that would help against some deck. But yeah, like I was mentioning, I like the instant speed. Would I ever consider 9 lives, Solemnity, that wacky combo I lose deck? Would I ever plan for it specifically? I don't think I would ever plan for it specifically. The odd time every couple weeks, you know, maybe getting caught out by it. I was thinking High Noon, but I want to just try Run Afoul. I think that would be pretty good. High Noon more for the Lotus Field. They can't cast multiple things in a turn, and sometimes High Noon wasn't even doing the trick. Sadly, with this deck, they would play one creature, play one big spell, and yeah, we're doing nothing. We still died. I died last night, even after playing the High Noon. I didn't have any creatures, and the one creature that they did have just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I do like the original Monastery Swiftspear art, absolutely. But the opponent's going to be absolutely nah, we'll have it enter tapped. We're going Run Afoul. I was thinking of paying 2 life because I might go Archdruids, but that Slickshot is gone. Absolutely gone. Oh, shucks. See you later. Hit me for a little bit. Poof. Now, possibly, could I have waited to respond to the Monstrous Rage or something like that? Depending. If they had used Monstrous Rage on the Slickshot and then they would have sacrificed it, and Monstrous Rage would have, nothing would have happened. So it could have been better. Okay, Tarka's command also pretty good. Would have basically be dead if we would have taken all that damage from the Slickshot. I think we would have been definitely dead. We're still almost dead, but not quite. Not quite. As long as we can live. Yeah. Okay, not too bad. Hopefully they don't have another Beseiju to take out Castle Garenbrig, and hopefully I draw another land. Able to play Ghalta. I say we do it. Let's go. We got 3 creatures. Everybody's big. The opponent isn't quite dead yet. They could have some sort of removal. We still could be dead somehow, some way. I'll attack with Ghalta. Let's play it conservative. I am at 5. I want 2 blockers, just because they could have a piece of removal. I want to have the best chance possible of chumping whatever they're going to do. Maybe. Or they just have another Atarkas. Okay. Yeah. We're not quite dead. Oh, okay. Atarka's command for exactly lethal. I don't know. That's how it goes. What else are you going to do? A Vaultborn Tyrant would have been pretty nice in that moment. A little bit rough, didn't need the run of fouls, but it also wouldn't have needed pick your poison as well. They do have a lot of nasty, painful creatures sometimes on the ground, so you win some, you lose some, but at least I always think about some. A lot of dinos. Always considering stuff. Maybe I'll do something different than pick your poison. Sometimes you just have to live a thing, and it usually is always good to have a big sample size, but if you've only done one thing, as I've done dinos, there's a lot of perspective there to be like, oh yeah. You can draw a conclusion pretty fast. At least I feel like I can draw a conclusion pretty fast. And that's alright. I didn't get to face my favorite Izzet Phoenix, Azorius Control, all of that, but I still had a lovely time. James, Keith, JDX, AJ, Solar Updraft, anybody else right now, later on, whenever it is. Hopefully you don't run into that wacky 9 lives Solemnity combo where they gave me 9 lives and they leyline binding my Leyline of Sanctity so that they could then give me their own. And okay, all right. Peace. Have a good one. Gonna end it on 3 again. Let's go.